Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with another new show. We got Chucky on Sci-Fi USA Network. Do they own the same station? I don't watch cable anymore, so I don't know who owns what or what is together, but the fact that USA is part of it makes me very happy, for the sheer fact that that's how I got introduced to a lot of horror stuff. I used to watch USA Up All Night with Gilbert Godfrey and some porn-looking woman that had giant boobs and blonde hair, and they would do all the horror movies, the classic 80s, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Child's Play, all the time. They were always edited up because it was USA, it wasn't HBO or anything like that, so they always cut out all the nudity and all the really violent stuff. But I loved it because as a kid, it was a way to get introduced to horror without your parents freaking out. The first time I ever remember seeing this, I've said this in other reactions. I forget what reactions to, maybe the trailer for Chucky. But I've always said that the first horror movie I could ever recall seeing as a kid was Child's Play 1. I remember my mom was a massive horror fan. My mom was watching Child's Play on the couch. I remember creeping downstairs and sitting behind the couch and watching it. And she caught me and she was like, as long as you know this is fake and you like don't go crazy, you could like sit here and watch it. And she put me on the couch and I remember watching Child's Play. I'm sure the edited version or something like that. I don't know, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like the VHS release. Either way, I grew up normal. I didn't murder people. And now I'm here talking to you guys about Chucky. So I think it worked out all right. I know Chucky very well. I've seen every single movie multiple times. The earlier ones way more than the latter ones. I like how the more recent movies actually tied into the originals, even though in the middle somewhere they kind of went off with the Seed of Chucky and the Bride of Chucky. I thought the Seed of Chucky was the worst, and only solely because the son, or not to spoil anything, but it's called the Seed of Chucky. So Chucky has a son, and Chucky's son is annoying as hell, and I feel like that ruined most of the movie for me. Maybe it was my opinion, but I don't know. I never really saw what anyone else thought of it, but the more recent ones got back to greatness, so I'm expecting this to be great. I know Brad Dourif is still doing the voice. He's done Chucky since the beginning. He only didn't do it in the reboot. Mark Hamill did the reboot, so I heard Andy's gonna be in this. I know Emily Valentine from 90210 is going to be in this, the babysitter from part 2. So we're just going to jump in. I'm going to throw these up on Patreon. This is going to be like a Halloween special. You guys want to see more of what I do? Check the link for Patreon at the end. Full unedited episodes of this and other shows I do, seasons ahead of shows you see on the channel, and dozens of exclusives you might never see on Patreon. Check the link. If not, we're jumping in. This is season 1, episode 1, Chucky. Interesting choice of music. I dig it.
You into vintage?
No, I'm into retro.
Someone took the butcher knife.
The mayor wants us to think we're all living on Main Street in Disneyland. In the past year alone, our murder rate has spiked 25%. We haven't seen this kind of violence here since the Ray family murders in '65.
Charles Lee Ray. Brad Dourif's face. There he is.
Back in the day, he was one of us. This is Devin Evans, bringing you...
Devin Evans. I like that name. Devin Evans.
Hey, wanna play?
I was thinking about using his head for the sculpture.
You know, it's almost impossible to
Is
make a living as
that
an
Devin
artist.
Sawa? Guys, that looks and sounds like Devin Sawa.
You know, you're looking more and more like her every day. Your cousin's coming over for dinner, remember?
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's got the old music. It's like a little variation of it. Are they twins? What is this?
So how's business? That's not what we're talking about.
There's twin Devin Sawas.
He's the best distance runner at Perry Middleton.
If anyone can handle it, you can.
You know, Jake, the scouts are taking gays now. You should totally come check it out. I organized a whole book drive for the homeless.
Good job. So you help the homeless and you're an asshole.
Andy Warhol once said...
Wasn't Warhol gay too?
Junior, stop it.
Would you give it a rest?
Chucky, even though he murdered people and stuff, I feel like he screwed around with a lot of assholes. Did Chucky kill the cat? Binksy, where's Binksy? That's not good. Is he gonna hit?
No more dolls, Jake. Ever.
I mean, what a good time to get a killer doll, right? I mean, that's perfect timing.
Pixie?
Oh. Oh my God, look how high they're going.
$1,500.
Hey, what up? Awesome, good guy. I'm into vintage too.
Oh, he's retro.
Do you think that you can, like, maybe introduce me to your cousin? I get that a lot. Not my thing. Oh, sorry.
Being financially disadvantaged is nothing to be ashamed of, Jake. Right?
I'm not.
Right?
Maybe you should give the guy a break.
Don't go soft on me, babe.
This guy was an asshole yesterday, and now he
You
feels bad for him, and he's
better.
telling her to be light. Is Chucky gonna go nuts on it, and they're gonna be like, good job? Oh my God.
Lexi's new GoFundMe.
Fight poverty, help Jake and Chucky.
I was a lot like you when I was your age. Entitled, arrogant.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to end up teaching 8th grade biology.
Just take the page down, Lexi.
My parents will sue the school. Can I go now?
Okay, if I sit here?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I know you listen to my show. Well, I was wondering if maybe you'd be interested in coming on my podcast.
I was gonna say, coming on the show, being a guest.
Bullying is a crime, Jake. I mean, just here in Hackensack, we have Lexi.
Junior?
No, Junior's a good guy.
Junior's my cousin. Believe me, he's not a good guy.
Like, what's his deal? What is his Maybe he's gay himself and he's angry about it, so he's taking it out on his cousin. Chucky, cut her fucking head off, please. Yes, please, start walking and slice her up. Yes, beautiful. I hear Brad Dourif. Oh, you ruined everything, teacher.
I'll take the page down, okay? I have to go. I think I lost my phone. I gotta stop smoking so much weed before class.
Oh my God, I love it. The fact that she thinks it had to do with her smoking weed, I want her to have so much fear that she shits herself. I love that you hear Brad Dourif's breathing. That's him breathing. I hear his breathing. Incoming call. Someone's looking for all the good guy dolls.
Calling about the doll. Is his name Chucky?
Yeah.
I know this is gonna sound strange, but
Is that
has
Andy?
anything weird happened lately? Have you checked his batteries?
What are you talking about?
Wait, hold on a second. Somebody there.
Oh.
Hello?
Somebody's going around trying to find Chucky through all the good guy dolls. I feel like if you bought a good guy doll, you'd know all this background story. You don't know that Chucky was a killer doll that a little kid said was Charles Lee Ray? No more dolls. Oh, because his dad said no. Oh, wait. I just realized how the frig to get there. And you know he's not going to have batteries. Of course he doesn't have batteries. What do you think? He got batteries? So this kid is just all sorts of talented. He has his own podcast.
Was it meant for anyone special?
Only for you, Lexi.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Hey, Brat. Hey, Jake.
Who would do
Enjoying
this
the show?
in an actual high school in front of parents?
Now's your chance to tell Dev and his mom what you really think.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
That's Chucky.
Who's that?
That is Brad Dourif. How did nobody see the doll talk? He was clearly talking. Or is he going to be a ventriloquist because it's a talent show?
I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Look what I found.
My phone!
Lots of pics of Junior. Lots of pics of Oliver, too.
I love it.
Jake, stop it.
Oh, stop it.
we all have
Oh,
our
yeah, so
secrets.
sorry.
Right, Bree? She's into Pokemon porn.
Why do my farts smell so good?
Adorable.
Oh my God, the sister's like, you are the greatest thing that has ever come to my life.
Laughing at people. Well, guess what, dickhead? Now the joke's on you.
What's gonna
You're all a
happen?
bunch of fucking assholes. Let's
go.
I'm out of here.
I'm not quite sure why people are applauding it. Parents and teachers would immediately put a stop to that. Even if it's hilarious, which it is, that's a form of bullying. But they would have stopped the other one too. So the fact that they're letting everything slide, I'm completely cool with. I thought Chucky had a plan and was gonna murder everybody.
You insulted your friends and your family. in front of the entire school.
They deserved it.
It doesn't bother you that everybody thinks you're fucking weird?
This dad is rough.
Just because they know I'm a fag.
This is like such a toxic place for this kid. The podcast kid is genuine. The teacher that had the glasses.
Go! I don't want to see you anymore! Get up there!
I don't know if they'll go to the extent of killing his father, but his father might die right now. Whenever you show me twin brothers, I assume one of them's dying. One of the Devon Sawas. Oh.
Fuck.
I feel like the show intentionally made the dad the biggest asshole ever so you wouldn't be too upset when he gets murdered right now. Oh, we got the facial expression. Oh my god, he barfed all the whiskey. I was thinking, what did he do with the whiskey? Did he pour it out or drink it? He consumed the whiskey. Oh god, his dad is gonna be like fried. Oh my god, lightning is coming out of his bleeding eyes. Oh Jesus! He was like screaming with the music or the sound effects, and then he just like friggin' teleported right next to us.
I think you're in the same class as my son.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Right. I just have a couple questions if you're up for it.
No, my father was just murdered in front of me. A doll puked whiskey on his feet.
You broke into the school in the middle of the night just to get your doll?
I told you guys right off the bat, you bring two of the same person into a movie. Was he drinking? There was whiskey vomit everywhere, but it was from a doll.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Wasn't the nosebleed because his dad socked him? This kid broke into a place to steal a doll that looked like the greatest ventriloquist act we ever saw, and then his father's murdered and the doll's sitting at the table. I'd ask some questions. And what's up with this girl? Chucky said something about her hiding secrets.
What did you mean today? At the talent show, you know, about me having a secret.
I didn't mean anything by it. I'm sorry.
That means you have a secret, and you're like, what? Like the mother didn't see Junior sitting in the doorway like a creepy weirdo?
Alright, I'm gonna make you.
Oh, he bitch slapped him.
I'm Chucky. And I'm your friend to the end.
Oh, I love how it's moving.
Heidi fucking ho.
Heidi ho.
I didn't want him dead.
What did you think I was gonna do? Ask him for a hug?
When I was younger, he was really cool.
Oh, cool. So half your life he didn't beat you. I know an asshole when I see one. I can read him.
He couldn't deal.
Oh, he still got the butcher knife. How did he conceal that all this time? He had the butcher knife from the garage sale.
Talk about that bitch.
Kill him. Kill them all. Now, what was this? This is how it started.
Charles.
Oh. We're going flashback. All right, guys, so that was the first episode of Chucky. Great stuff. I feel like it was a little slow in the beginning, but they had to build to it. In all honesty, I guess because this was the extended edition, it dragged a little more, or they just had more story building, but I'm fine with that because I'm all about Chucky, so I'm all about the world building. I don't care how long it is. I'm just thinking for other people, I hope the beginning didn't drag too long. It took a really long time for Chucky to actually speak and move, but people got to understand it's the first episode. I get it. I'm totally cool. I was trying to see how they were connecting the dots with everybody. I cannot believe that was Devon Sawa in the beginning. I'm like, no, that's not him. That is him. No, that's not him. I remember seeing him in some movie with John Travolta where he was a nutcase. I think it was called Fanatic. And he was a psycho in that too. I mean, Devon Sawa in that was a celebrity, a famous celebrity, but he ended up doing some really crazy shit. So he reminded me of the drunk version of this kid's father, and that's the last time I seen him. And before that, I don't even remember when. But that's the dude from Final Destination, if you don't know who Devon Sawa is. Like, big-time actor in the early 2000s, and then vanished. He was in Idle Hands, not all the Final Destinations, the first two, I guess. And then, I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I mean, he was like a big deal. One of my girlfriends was obsessed with him, so that's why I remember the dude. Ends up being twin brothers, and one of which is the father of the main character. The other of which is the father of this kid, Junior, who I feel like is a closet homosexual and is bullying his cousin because he's mad that his cousin's so okay with being open about it. I could be totally wrong about this, but obviously there is the kid Devon, who I like the best. Devon is my favorite character in the show. He has a podcast. He seems the most on the level and ambitious and aware of what's going on. I feel like Jake and him have a thing for each other, and I feel like Junior is jealous of that, and Junior is dating the most popular girl in school because that's what his parents would want, or this or that. I don't know if that's what they really would want, but I feel like that's what he thinks they want because his father is super successful. They're rich, they're money. So he's got to be like the jock and he's got to date the prom queen and this and that. I feel like that's where that's all going. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I feel like. Junior made a face when like Devin looked at Jake or something like that. Something happened at some point where Junior gave me the impression that he is either doubting his sexuality or is just gay and doesn't want to tell anybody. Either way, he's a douchebag. The girl, I can't remember her name right now, but the girl is by far the meanest in the show. I don't know, though. Here's where I am pondering, because I knew one of the Devon Sawas were going to die. I'm like, all right, you have twin brothers in the first episode. I don't know if they're going to die in episode 1, but one of them's dying soon, and it's going to put like the other Devon Sawa front and center, and he's going to be like the dominant one. So of course that happens at the end. He gets electrocuted in a savage way, eye shooting electricity out of it, bleeding. We see that it fried his whole friggin' head. Chucky vomited whiskey. I love the attention to detail. He came in, he saw the whiskey bottle was empty. I'm in my head thinking, what, did he just dump it out? But that was weird that they'd show it. Like, why would they show all the whiskey's gone? If he just dumped it out, I feel like they would have saw a pool of whiskey or a puddle or something like that. It's because Chucky chugged it all and then vomits it on his feet, which it basically creates the electricity that kills him. So all that was great. The only thing I will also mention is the show definitely expects you to extend disbelief. Like nowhere, at least in my opinion, I can't imagine, but if that did happen, I mean, maybe nowadays there'd be crazy shit like that. But the entire auditorium of parents and teachers are clapping at a kid clearly verbally bullying this girl. He's going, yeah, you watch things about your farts don't smell and this and that. I mean, somebody would have put a stop to that. And even before he went on stage as a ventriloquist, she was literally telling parents to look at him and like bullying him clear as day. So you have to extend disbelief in the sense that these people are acting rationally in a real world. But I am okay with that because there's a killer doll and I want people to die. I'm just wondering how much they will use the doll to kill teenagers, because I want half these kids to die already. The girl is miserably horrible. The only reason she even backed down a little is because she saw a doll move around and try to kill her. So I think anyone would at that point, and she's still being an asshole. So I feel like Chucky should be able to murder these people, but I don't know if it's going to happen because they're young. Will they prevent? I mean, Chucky, Child's Play, the movies, they killed young people, but this is like a television network. So I'm hoping they murder people. I'm hoping they kill all these assholes. And my favorite is Devin. Next is the main character of the show. I don't know the actor who plays him, but he looks an awful lot like the dude from Grown Ups who was also in Descendants. I reacted to all the Descendant movies. Disney's Descendants, they're all up in full on Patreon, but he looks like the kid that played one of the main 4 in Descendants, who I know passed away. He looks an awful lot like him. And I just want to point that out because I feel like people are going to think it's that kid that don't know that kid passed away. But I just watched the making of episode 1. I'm going to do a thing for that. And then I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys want to be way ahead, full on edited episodes of this and other shows I do, seasons ahead on other shows, and dozens of exclusives only on Patreon. Check the link in front of me. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.